like a Friday night. I'm living life crazy, going wild like a Friday night. All things wasted, on a Friday night. I'm living life crazy, going wild like a Friday night. All things wasted, on a Friday night. I'm living life crazy, going wild like a Friday night. All things wasted, on a Friday night.
Jules, word.
Like a Friday night.
What up, Nitro? Lady Soul, we live in life. Quan.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You are tuning into the episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show live. What is good, everybody? Thank you for being here. Yes, we did have trouble yesterday. Some people were trying to do some stuff to the channel, but guess what? Guess what? I beat them charges. Box right to left, uppercut for Nautilus. Flawless. Victory is me. Jesus, yes, please. So what's up, everybody? Now, for real, though, definitely feeling blessed. We got everything back up, going, so we're good. First in the building was Points. Sub Nitro, I'm waiting for good news, but there's none. No good news. No good news at all. King Lee, what's up, my bro? Abdi, yo, what up? King Blaze, just Blaze, what up? Yeah, man, we are in here, man. Kush. Wiz Khalifa himself, what up? Robbie Pate, what up? Stacy, how are you doing? Glad you're with us this morning. God bless. Gregory Smith, what up? Yeah, we in here, man. 3-piece, what up? Oh my God, smell smoke. Oh yeah, the foolishness from the Ravens is crazy right now. Everybody's looking around, looking to point fingers. We're gonna get into all of it, and I'm gonna break it down, but I'm laughing because, mind you, it is one of those things. Nitro, you said Lamar too competitive to not play. I told you 8 not coming back after the bye. Listen, there's a strong chance he comes back. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. So, did it come out? Did it come out and say that Lamar is totally out for this week? I didn't see that come out. I did not see that come out. So we don't know yet. We will see. And like I said, if he doesn't want to come back yet, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not mad at him, not even a little. Got to get back 100%, especially to run around behind that line. LH, good morning, good morning. Bateman Nation, what up? We can't underestimate the Bears. They have a good defense. Yeah, they have a lot of stuff. Yeah, we got to make sure that we got to be on our best game without Lamar probably ever to beat them. Real talk. Real talk to beat them. Moggs, what up? What up? Yes. It's some good news. We woke up today, guys. Yes, King Leo's got to be blessed to wake up in the morning. Straight up. H.R. Ferguson, what up? Ashley Shelton, always a pleasure to have you. How are you doing? Tila M, good morning. Always a pleasure to have you also. Dwiz, what up? Yo, God's favorite, what up? What up? Maisha Dion, nice to have you this morning. How are you doing? Yes, we're all in here, man. We are all in here. So let's get to this. And guys, I'm going to be real. Like I said before, we're going to go into it all. I don't understand the Monken hate. Do I complain about Monken? Yes. At times, I don't like some of the play calling. But you can say that about almost every offensive play caller in the league at some point or another. If we're going to talk facts, let's talk facts. That guy named Todd Monken, the one I nicknamed Toddery Bunkin, right, had a top 4 offense of all time while Lamar was starting. That's with that bad O-line. That's with all the fumbles from Derrick Henry. That's with all of the drops from his receivers. They were still averaging the fourth most in NFL history. Those are facts. Like 100% facts. So now you got people coming out and saying some, like, you know what I'm saying, quotes behind the scene, anonymous sources. You know what I'm saying? And you read it right here, like an anonymous veteran offensive player told the Baltimore Sun that the Ravens offense isn't being put in position to succeed. Tensions could be building against offensive coordinator Todd Monken. Let me let you understand this right now. This sounds like hardball propaganda. This sounds like somebody that is getting paid by Harbaugh to say what Harbaugh wants and is trying to have a scapegoat. And his name starts with Todd and ends in Monken. Oh! I need you guys to look at this thoroughly. I need y'all to look at this, but take away the purple-colored sunglasses. Get away the purple-colored smoke. How in God's name, right? Everybody got all this smoke for, even though the last two games we haven't scored a touchdown, right? Who, in all actuality, has been put in a worse situation than the defense. Lamar's hurt. Offensive line is absolute dog water, right? Derrick Henry, was the second best player, had fumbling problems at the beginning of the year. Isaiah Likely wasn't there. Like, there's been so much problems on the offensive side of the ball, and they were still averaging with Lamar like 37 points a game. Nobody thought the team looked, or the offense looked totally inept during the Bills game. They didn't look inept during even the next game. So how are you going to have all this hate for him, but no, you got no smoke? None of these players are coming out saying nothing about John Harbaugh. They ain't saying nothing bad about Zach Orr, but they got all the smoke for him. This is propaganda. They're getting paid to say what did Trump say? It's fake news. Fake media. They're liars. Oh. Liars. Like, there's no way, bro. There's no, like, bro. 3LW, I'm weak. Who said 3LW? What happened? Like, it's ridiculous, bro. Ashley Shelton, exactly. Like, take this into consideration also. Zach, like, he's having, with Lamar Jackson, with the bad O-line, with the fumbles and the drops, he put together was putting together one of the greatest offenses we have ever seen in NFL history, scoring-wise. Last season, we had a greatest show on turf level season with him at the helm. We've been at problems with Zach on the defense and on Harbaugh, his foolishness, and him always defending his guys. And somehow, the only coach that's being called out by anybody in the building is this man, the offensive line coach, War Hop, is talking about some offensive line is perfect. No weaknesses. No blemishes made by God. All right. Bro, get out of here, bro. And then on top of it, you got him saying, bruh, nah, man, just saying, you know what I'm saying? I got to do better. Everything else. Everyone's like, yeah, you do got to do better. C. Burdell with a $5 donation. I still believe in Monken because Lamar has ascended under Todd. Very good point. Best nation donation. First donation of the day. Let's get this party started. Shout outs to you, C. Burdell, but you're 100% correct. We watched, even though it's not celebrated, just like, you know what I'm saying, just like because it's Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson last year with Todd Monken put up one of the greatest quarterback seasons of all time. We're talking about top 3, top 5 quarterback season of all time. That pairing has put up nothing but historic numbers. How on God's green earth, how on this level do you then have all the smoke, all the vitriol, all the time for that coach, but there's no smoke, no questions at John Harbaugh, Zach Orr, War Hop, or is it because those are Harbaugh's guys? You get where I'm coming from with this? This is my problem with this team. Listen, I don't mind you. I know people say that, the vault does cap and everything. I'm never over there. I wish them all the best. I don't know them like that. But to be fair, a lot of people were defending Harbaugh. Let's not act like this is 2019. We've had 8 years of this, where there was questions about the play calling, questions about the strength and conditioning, questions about the substitutions, questions about players that are being put on IR and then going over the practice squad, players not getting the opportunity to play, like bad offensive line guys, no defense, no trenches. This has been an ongoing question. The problem is that nobody wanted to hold Harbaugh to the flame is because the media narrative only held Lamar. 3LW came out way after Destiny's Child. Oh, God's favorite, yes. Penalties, time management. Come on now, bro. This is what, bro. And then, bro, I'm speechless. Oh. Speechless. Oh. You got time for this, man, but not for nobody else. You know what the crazy thing is, too? Here's the crazy thing. And no one's saying this, John Harbaugh has forced that offensive line on Todd Monken. Todd Monken's looking at that video. He's looking at the footage. He's being like, how can I run an offense if my quarterback can't get no time? How can I run an offense when I can't mask anything because they can't hold up? Harbaugh forced this offensive line on everybody. And now I'm mad that it's not getting results. When the offensive line, meaning the trenches, also on the defensive side of the ball too, are the foundation in which teams are built upon. Remember that one church song? All other ground is sinking sand. Remember that one church song? God is the rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. They call themselves Christians. They don't even listen to anybody. Listen to that song. These are the questions that aren't being answered. These are the conclusions that aren't being talked about. These are the solutions that are being covered. But somehow, anonymous Raven player. Bro, you have any idea how bad this is on the Raven players that are coming out and saying that? Real talk. Because now, Monkey's going to be looking at it like, bro, y'all know they trash. Imagine if Monkey came out and be like, yo, to the anonymous guy talking all that smack, you see the offensive line I got to work with? You see that my quarterback, they got my quarterback hurt, and I got to work? You see that my star running back had the fumbles at the beginning of the season? Imagine if John Harbaugh took that route. Oh, there'd be problems in the Ravens flock then. Because you already know Harbaugh going to be, oh, how dare you? How dare you? Oh, my God. Destiny Child writings on the wall, War Hop, or Monken Jive. Listen, I know when Monday started and there was no news of Lamar practicing, every Raven fan just went like this. Yo, I was on Twitter because that was one of the few things that wasn't messing up yesterday. And people was tripping. People was just like, Lamar's not practicing again. Guess we'll wait till Wednesday. What's going on? I thought it was only a hamstring. Then you got another portion of them being like, Lamar, take all the time you need. Let's just punt on the season. I'm tired of Harbaugh. The only way to get rid of him. It's nasty work, bro. I remember him choruses more than verses. I'm cooked. But I'm telling y'all, man, track 1, bills, bills, bills. Can't pay my automobiles. I can't think that you saw you and me all through. Man, I'm telling y'all, man, this young is just crazy. Like, now, bro, everything's supposed to stay in-house. Having Ravens players coming out to speak bad on only one coach is, I don't know how much more this has to be proven. They're sitting on the short passes because they know that, listen, y'all not understanding this, Brandon E. and everybody else that are saying short passes. I agree at times, but I want you to understand that these teams don't have to blitz. They're getting home with 3 or 4. So the quick passes are being tackled almost immediately or incomplete. Because they're sitting on everything. Because they know you got to get the ball out like that. Because your offensive line can't hold up. The reason why when Lamar gets on the field is different is because they're like, oh, crap. Lamar can buy time. So if I get beat in 2 seconds, the guy could be fully open down the field. Talk about waving his hand and Lamar saying, cookies, Robbie Pate, a Sergeant, Wondercats, ho! Robbie Pate's a Sergeant. Rock your sin and nothing more, Lord. Was going off last night with the Lions. We should have kept them. Listen, let me say something right now. Shout out to you, Robbie Pate. Thank you for being part of the family. Thank you. We are here. Let me tell you something right now. And I'm going to show you on this, Robbie Pate. Just so you understand this, right? They're even saying that what's his name for the Jets is playing better. It's looking, everybody that has left the Ravens is doing astronomically better than they were on this team. But somehow, we're spoiled. The defense is fine. Just a little twitches or changes they got to make. Bro, that's a hardball thing. I keep you, bro. When Judon, Z and them, like Zadarius left, and they did what they did, I just laughed. Because I'm like, Stevens is doing better now. Yeah. Stevens had a bad year last year and now somehow came into his own. Somehow is coming to his own. Arthur Marlette's playing good. The only guy that I've seen leave and not do anything are all the offensive pieces. The defensive pieces are doing just fine. Oh, again, and pressure all of a sudden. Yeah. What was that? I know Zadarius retired, but I'm talking about when he had left Iowa. Like, that one crazy stat where KVN, Ajabo, Mike Green, and somebody else all had no pressures, no sacks for the entire game. And Owe had a sack, and it was like 4 or 5 pressures for the game that he had played. First game under the Chargers. Like, bro, that's the type of crap that we're talking about, bro. The coaches nuked this team with the best QB we ever had. Bro, it's the nastiest thing I've ever seen in my life. It really is. And you guys would think that's all. It's not. It is not. Look at this. A veteran Ravens player told the Baltimore Sun that the loss to Buffalo put a beating on us mentally. It felt like everything was ending, even though it was the first game. Like, hey, yo, anonymous player, have you no shame? No decadence, no decency? You come out there and you put this out. Listen, let me just go right now. You could be losing, but you're still an airtight unit, right? You're making them smell blood in the water. You realize that, right? When stuff like this come out, there's blood in the water. And if y'all don't understand or have never seen Jaws or any shark movie, the Deep Blue Sea, you know what I'm saying? If you've never seen a shark movie, guess what happens? When blood is in the water, sharks come are calling. It's like a dinner bell. It's like a dinner bell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. School bell a ring. Knife and fork. Fight for dumpling. Like, that's what it does. So now you're leaking all this stuff. It's like, bruh, it's sad. Bro, we're going out sad. God's favorite said, SOF, capital T, soft. Y'all be wildin'. Wildin', bro. Bro, I'm telling you. People saying that Harbaugh lost the locker, but somehow they're not calling out Harbaugh. I think, once again, these are players that are pro Harbaugh, or Harbaugh's paying to say these things, because there's no way, bro. Zeller the Ninth, what up, bro? Yes, lack of mental toughness and short memory. Eric Plummer, good morning, good morning. It's bro, it doesn't make sense that you put something out there like this, knowing you're trying to move forward, knowing you're trying to do the impossible, knowing you're trying to come together, knowing you're trying to show unity, knowing you're trying to show cohesiveness. Tell me if this is what's supposed to come out when you're supposed to be doing those things. Get out of here, bro. Harbaugh manipulates the play calling. It's already come out. So everybody, I don't get, yes, he does. He be telling me, all right, let's run the ball right here. I want him to run the ball. Run the ball. Let's milk this clock. And then when they're not able to run the ball, you blame the offensive coordinator. You should have thrown the ball right there. Like, yo, I'm going to be the offensive coordinator of this team, bro, because I be throwing everybody under the bus. Like, you get under the bus. You get under the bus. You, 6'8", 420 pounds, you can't even fit under the bus. But we still going to try to get you under the bus. Yo, call out Harbaugh, you're going to be Deontay Johnson. Exactly, Money Mike. Everybody knows that. If you call out Harbaugh, you are gone. Finished. Finito. You'll be looking at your bank account, and you'll be going to another team. And it won't probably be a good team. Probably be a team where you're going to have to sit on the bench. A team where you're probably going to be on the practice squad. A team that's going to do Harbaugh's bidding. Because you know that's how he do business. You're going to feel the shame. You're going to feel the pain. Like, bro, I'm so serious, man. I'm going through all of this with you guys. When all this stuff started leaking, I was just like... Then this came out. And this was one of the funniest things I read. It said, after the loss to Kansas City, the Ravens coaching staff removed several distractions from the locker room, including the ping pong table, cornhole boards, basketball hoop, video game consoles, per Baltimore Sun. So, listen, this I believe happened after, they said the Chiefs game, right? Remember when Harbaugh looked totally distraught, right? When he looked totally distraught when we got blown out by the Texans, and he couldn't believe, he was like, because in his mind, he was like, I took away their video games. I took away ping pong. I took away team dancing. I took away team sing-along. I took away the merry-go-round. I took away the swing set. Sandpit gone. Fruit's gone. Fruit bar gone. Your smoothie's gone. Massage table's gone. Couldn't believe that they took away everything but the walls and the lockers themselves and a couple chairs, that they still lost. What else can I do? That means I'll actually try to coach. They ain't take Marlon's podcast, though. They can never take that. Nah, Marlon, he'll never give that up. Listen, you ever been on punishment? Listen, I grew up in the 80s and 90s, right? When we were growing up, it was a buy one, get one. When you would get punishment, you get a spanking too. You got a spanking and punishment. like, you know what I'm saying? It was a 2-for-1 deal. When you got spanking, then you got, grounded, right? You get spanking, you're grounded for a week, or you're grounded for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the stuff that was going on. That's pretty much what has been happening with the Ravens. Because these teams have been coming in like, turnover, how many times do I tell you to shut the mouth? What are you doing? Just slapping. Slapping. And then they got the timeout, right? Because then they're whipping their butts, right? And now they got all their toys taken away by their head coach. Old school butt whooping. Hey. Old school butt whipping. Buy one, get one free. Remember the old Walmart stuff? Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them prices rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them on. Roll them up, roll them up, roll them back, roll them back. That's what's happening, bro. Teams was using the belt, and then they were taking away and putting you in timeout on punishment. It's nasty work. Imagine you come from, it's like, yo, let's try to just team build and see if we can get back. Where's all our stuff? They're in the garbage. Go get their own twigs, yo. And they say, don't get no super skinny one, too. Yo, these teams just turned into Joe Jackson for the Baltimore Ravens, bro. The Texans was Joe Jackson. The Chiefs was Joe Jackson Sr. Reminds me, bro. It reminds me of a time when I was young. Robbie Bay with a $5 donation. Let's go. Best Nation donation. We got lots of rookies or sophomores on the defense. Veterans on defense need to step up and be leaders instead of worrying about their podcast for real. You know what's crazy? I 100% agree with you. 1,000% agree with you. But it's not going to happen. Everybody got their own things. They're all worried about what's going on. Outside noise is leaked. Listen, I said this yesterday in one of my videos. The problem with the Baltimore Ravens is that they bought into their own hype. That's the problem. They believed their own hype. And because of that, because of such, now they got cavities. That's why you can't drink too much Kool-Aid. You get that thing we call diabetes. If you were a coach, what would you do? Fire Harbaugh first. That's first. I'd be cleaning house, bro. I'd be kicking butt and taking names. Nightmare Kilo with a $10 donation. Hallelujah. Support the channel. Best Nation donation. Greg Roman was getting criticized for 2 years, and Harbs defended him, but all of a sudden, he's throwing Munkin under the bus for doing the same thing Roman did for years. Yeah, Harbs has a scapegoat because Roman is this guy. Roman was a Harbaugh guy. Not a John Harbaugh guy, a Harbaugh guy. When you have certain people that are good with the family, they are good for life. To be fair and to be honest, Harbaugh is the type of best friend you want in your life. If you want a friend in life, like you're looking for a friend, you got a friend in me, and I got a friend in you. You know what I'm talking about? Just the two of us. Like a friend, you want somebody like John Harbaugh. Straight up. That's who you want. Because he's going to make sure that he don't care if you're doing the job. He don't care if you're coming in late. He don't care if you're on your face. He don't care if you're not doing anything. He don't care if you're not showing up. He's going to support you. Be there for you. And that recommendation you're going to get from him is glowingly respected throughout every industry known to man. Best friend in the world. I don't like him as a coach, But I would love to have John Harbaugh as a friend. John, put that song on. Just the two of us. Yeah, we can make it if we try. Just the two of us. And then he come out. Just the two of us. Yeah, just the two of us. Getting paid for doing nothing. Just the two of us. And then he would come out. You and I. Real talk. Yo, see Riddell with a 90 cent or $1 donation. Let's go. Yes. Support. She's at 100. Bro, listen, see Riddell, I'm 100%. You see what I'm saying, right? Like, bro, I can't make this stuff up, bro. Harbaugh be tripping. Yo, bro, I can't with this team sometimes, man. I can't. But tell me if I'm lying. In life, I'm not talking about football. Separate football. You're telling me you wouldn't want a friend like the Harbaughs? Al, they're going to defend you to their last breath. I'm talking about loyalty. Loyalty, 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 loyalty. To the fullest. He loved Mark. That's why likely he hasn't seen the field. Bro, could you imagine? Why do you think? Imagine them as spouses, friends, all that stuff. For their women, they're probably like, they have my back. Anything I need, anything I want, anything I dream, he gives me. Friends, family, that's what the Harbaughs as a whole do. And then they'll look at the people in the face and be like, who got it better than us? Nobody! No. He won't throw who he cares about under the bus. He'll get someone else that he don't know to throw under the bus. It happened with Greg Roman. Happened with everybody. He didn't want to fire any of them people. Too much personal and not enough business. Exactly, Tila. Talk your talk. Like, that's the problem. That's the problem. Yo, King, please. King, please don't. He's like the Suns team. Bro, I'm telling y'all, bro. As a friend, perfect person you want as a friend. Perfect person. As a coach, you're like, oh. Can't believe it. Robbie paid with a $5 donation. Yeah! Best nation donation. If Lamar don't come back with Ricard, it's going to be the same old thing with this O-line. Facts. That's why I told you guys, if Ricard and Lamar come back, the offense is going to average like 40 points. They're going to go off. I'm telling y'all. They're going to go off. I'm not even asking. Not even asking. And then, you know who's going to get all of the love, all of the respect? So many people saying that he righted the ship. John Harbaugh. Yeah. That's who's going to get all of the praise. I have always how? To the people who he's friends with, he gives them opportunity. He never throws them under the bus. He pays them top. When Greg Roman was here, he's one of the highest paid, if not the highest paid offensive coordinator in the league. He pays them top of the line money. He gets them the best contracts. He gets them all the best swag bags. Yo, I didn't get one swag bag from the Baltimore. If you know Harbaugh, you get all the swag bag. If I wanted to be a part of the Baltimore Ravens right now, all I got to do is kiss up to John Harbaugh. Become a part of that circle. The Wunderkind Show would be the #1 Ravens channel, and it would be easy. All I'd have to do is ingratiate myself with John Harbaugh. He would make sure that I'm okay. I'd have all the swag bag material. Everything would be ravened out. My background would be raven. That would be purple. My light would have a raven like land that flash and be Ravens. My mic would have Ravens on it. My phone would have Ravens on it. My stream deck would have Ravens on it. My shoes would have Ravens on it. It's ridiculous. Add each other that could. I'm tired of them acting like we don't know jack squat while gaslighting us in the process. Some of y'all favorite media people have done that. And look, I'm honest about things. Listen, guys, I'll never act like I'm 100% correct about everything because I'm not perfect. But when it comes to a lot of stuff, I'll be correct about certain things. And I've been right about this. Like, the team has been bad for a while. You've pretty much put it on the back on one person, and then if we do bad, you blame that just that one person. It was the best coaching predicament you could have been in. If he does bad, if the team does bad, it's that one player's fault. If it does good, it's because of your coaching, your mindset, your culture, your guidance, your leadership, your mental ability, your foresight. Like, get out of here, bruh. That junk is crazy to me. That has been the Ravens for years. I need people that are accountable. You know, for the longest time, we were seeing Lamar take accountability for everything. You know, I just got to play better. I got to put more points on the board. I got to make more people miss. I got to make better throws. That's all you heard from Lamar. I got to play better. I got to do more. I got to lead better. I got to talk more. I got to be more vocal. I got to get players to come to the team. That's all you've heard being around Lamar. So my thing is, it's probably been a problem for a while. Now you got Roquan and everybody else. Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We going to play good. We about that action, boss. And then when it come out, they don't want to talk to the media after the game. We lost the game. Run into the plane. They said him and Marlon Humphrey was fighting to get out of the building. Fighting. Throwing bows. Drop bows on them. They gonna roll them bows. We drop bows on them. Drop bows on them. To get out of the building so they ain't gotta answer no questions. It's nasty work. Nasty work. Faxi was saying that after missed blocks and drops from the wide receivers. Yeah. That's all we've had as Raven fans. One guy taking the accountability for everybody. Overlooking the coaches. Overlooking the offensive line. Overlooking the drops. I asked this question before. I said, the Ravens don't throw the ball nowhere near top of the league. But every year we lead in drop percentages historically. Like every year, top 3, top 5 drop percentages. So we don't throw at the same rate, but we drop at the same percentage as the most drop-worthy teams in the league. Crazy to me. But hey, you know, you guys are doing great. Magic, Kyle. It's nasty work. Clock's in the building. Marlo was just rushing to upload a react. Bro, man, y'all wildin'. Probably, you know, what's sad? I can't even say that you're lying. He might have been. Van Noy looked like Patrick from Bikini Bottom. Bro, we all prayed to get a superstar quarterback. We got one, and we've wasted 8 years of his time here. You know what would suck so much? And I said that we talked about this before. If Lamar does decide to leave, and the first year he leaves to another team, he wins a Super Bowl. Can you imagine how distraught, how hurt we would be as fans? If Lamar said, you know what? I'm going to leave. You get your 3 first rounds from another team. I'm done. Goes to another team, and first year you win the title. Do you have any idea how Raven fans would be pissed? And we somehow still employed John Harbaugh.
Oh!
Yo, that level of nightmare, bro. I was like, don't wake me up. God forbid something like that ever happen, bro. That was I'll be like, don't wake me up. Wake up. No, 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 no. I be holding my blanket. No, 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 no. Like, don't don't wake me up. Bro, bro. Yo, oh God. Yo. Yo, bro. No, you wouldn't. Moms, how did you be happy? Harbaugh's still here and Lamar's gone? Nah, bro. Yes, Dwiz, in a falsetto. Got that, ooh, baby. Nitro Carey. Yo, my voice is gone. I can't even sing no more like that. My voice is gone. I told y'all, I gotta go to the doctor with my vocal cords because something's wrong with them. But nah, I don't got it no more. I swear to y'all, God forbid that ever happens, bro. It's a living nightmare. Do not wake me up. Just let me sleep. Sleep in peace. Oh my gosh. Yo, I'm staying out of this for this year. Lamar can do what he wants. Yo, Iron Horse is like, I give up. This man Jay said Nitro Carey. Bro, y'all wildin'. Kevin Bunham with a $10 donation. Let's go. Best Nation donation. Harbaugh is running the Ravens like Candyland. He has never defended Lamar. All the fans have done it. That press conference when Lamar put him on blast, he has been super petty. 77 and 72. You know what's crazy? Harbaugh, every time Lamar's hurt, have you guys noticed? Shout out to you, Kevin. It's a very good point. I'm going to make your point even further. You ever notice that when Lamar's hurt, Harbaugh be trying to allude that he should be back already? That the injury isn't really that bad? That he could play through it? You ever notice that every time he gets hurt, that's what comes out from Harbaugh? Huh. Harbaugh's been an op, bro. He's an op. Tila, Nitro, you will not mess up my song like that. What's good, Flex Zone? What up? We here, man. Lamar gonna walk out like Brandy did at the show. Yeah. I'm staying, but I'll retire and then be back like Brandon Graham. It's like, yo, call me when we make the playoffs and get everything revamped and Harbaugh's gone. Deuces. Best Nation donation. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Kevin Bonham, man. Big ups. Lozer said, Rabbit, actually, I'm afraid Lamar might demand a trade. Bro, I'm dead. Do not wake me up. Because if I wake up to that level of nightmare and Lamar is saying, yo, I want out, like, I'm gone. Y'all, listen, that level of show, all you're going to see is a hand on the thing. I'm slapping everybody. It's going to be an hour of me just swinging. Like, straight up. Players say it too, Nitro. Bro, I get it, man. Like, bro, but it would hurt. Nitro, would you still support the Ravens when Lamar leaves the organization? Yes, it's my team. But I'm still going to show Lamar love and support because that's my guy. Like, that's my guy. Like, I want you to understand something, right? This is somebody that I've come to, like, I was a fan of his, then we're like, oh, we good. Like, me and him, we good. We're not the best of friends or anything, but me and him are good. So even if he left, me and him will still be good. You feel me? I'm always going to root for his success. I'm always going to root for him to be okay. He had my back, and I'm always going to have his. Straight up. That's how that works. Like, if you got my back, I'm always going to have yours. That's the way that's supposed to work. That's the way I was raised. Like, straight up. Lamar had my back. So you darn well I'm going to have his. 100%. Hey. Like, real talk. Yo, let me out. Y'all wildin' in the comment section, bro. Wildin'. Wildin'. Why y'all keep saying spirit? Solid. Yeah, bro. And oh, shout out to Coach. Coach is in here, man. Yay. Shout out to Sip the Tally Films. If y'all know who that is, please remember to subscribe to him. You know he does all the breakdowns. You know we love you, Coach. But that's being real. Like, I'm one of those people that if you got my back, I got yours. That's how life is supposed to be, man. That's why you see even with Coach, Ing, like those guys, even behind the scenes, certain stuff is, went down and they've been there. Like, that's what you gotta show love to the people that show you love. Like, and that's 100%. Because certain things will pass, but connections, certain things, those will last way beyond all the other stuff. Real talk. So that's all I'm saying, man. You should just show the love and support. That's why no matter what, I remember even Lunch Break Hot Take. Lunch Break Hot Take was the first platform to shout me out. You think I forgot about that? You think I'm just gonna be like, yeah, that was a long time ago? Nah. That's love, bro. You gotta understand, people don't gotta be kind. People, we live in a world where people really do overlook kindness. That won't be me. That won't be me. No way that'll be me. No way. Nah. So when it come out to L, we good for pretty much life. Me and him good. We will never be the best of friends or anything else like that. But nah. Because there's some stuff that y'all don't know about. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, something I can't even talk about that he's just been 100%. So I got to be 100%. With him. That's the way it goes. Coach, Ing, Raven, Lunch Break Hot Take, like these guys that have been there during certain things. It's like, yo, it's love. And that's real. So if he leaves, always going to love and support him. But the Ravens are my team. They're my team. Can't spell wunderkind without kind. Yeah. Well, it's pronounced wunderkind, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, definitely. But that's being real, and that's real life. That's real life. But with this team going the way it's going, I don't know how much more Raven fans can take. We look worse than the Jets. Could you imagine being a Baltimore Ravens fan and feeling like we're the Jets? And shout out to DJ on Twitter. He had posted something and he had said it, and I fully that put everything in perspective for me, right? Because I said that the Ravens are playing like the worst team in the league. People said no, they're not. He said if you took Lamar Jackson off of the Ravens and put him on the Jets, are the Jets 0-6, or do you think they win 3 or 4 games? Everybody said they win 3 or 4 games easy. The Ravens had Lamar, and we went 1 of 4. So they're worse. Much worse. The worst. We don't want Lamar to leave. No, we don't want him to leave. But if he did, still showing him love and support. Real talk. We will lose to the Jets and boost their confidence, bro. If we lose to the Jets, bro, I'm done. Yo, I'm done after that, bro. Like, I'm gonna be so cynical. It's gonna be ridiculous. Like, I'm like, y'all have no idea how bad I'll be, bro. Y'all have no idea. Ashton Kutcher, come out. We're getting punked this season. I remember that. I used to love that show. That show's a good show. We in a generation where being real is very rare. Yeah, Jay. When people are real in today's culture, people get defensive because they think that you're trying to set them up. I had somebody tell me that one time. They be like, bro, you nice. I'm like, what's wrong? I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, like, what you up to? Like, what's your angle? You serious? Yeah. Y'all remember, I was at the bread box. We were doing the bread box, and I stayed alive during some of the bread box to show y'all the line at the church. And somebody came up into stuff and said, why are you so nice? Like, you're nice. I said, okay. And they were like, yeah, and people aren't nice. They all have ulterior motives, bro. Like, what type of evil person are you? I'm like, I'm not evil. I'm just trying to do my part. Like, what is this? Like, bro, like, you're nice to anybody. They think like, oh, you must be the devil. Like, you're Dexter, serial killer. Oh, you're trying to kill me now, huh? That's how you know the world is twisted right now, bro. You can't even be kind to anybody. They think that you're trying to set them up for something. Like, straight up, bro. You hold the door for somebody looking at you like, oh, you trying to rob me? The world is messed up right now. Messed up. It's nasty work. Nah, Nitro, I need that number one pick. Nah, bro. Not like that, bro. Not like that. Not like that, bro. The Tila said that's why I just be mean. Like, yo. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, I remember, listen, I live in a very relatively quiet neighborhood. And there were some kids, you know how kids be on the little the go-karts and stuff? But there was the car and I saw it coming out and it kind of came out like kind of fast. So the kids almost had to move out. I'm like, hey guys, be careful, okay? Watch both ways. They're like, okay. And I looked at the car like, yo, chill out. There's kids on the road. They're like, he was like, my bad. I didn't see him. You know what I'm saying? But it was so different. Like, what are you trying to help us or protect for? But when we were kids, that was normal. You know what I'm saying? That was very normal. That's what I'm trying to say. The world is jacked up right now. That number one pick will be a blessing. I don't care what nobody say because next year we'll still be contenders. No, we won't. No, we won't. If we get that number one pick is, listen, I only say to fight for the number one pick if you need a quarterback. Real talk. Eli Sports guy, YouTube and all this stuff been messing up. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that only if you need a quarterback is when you need the number one pick. Top 5 pick, offense, then you need offensive line, edge, one of the top 5 guys coming out of there. But if you want the number one pick, it's usually because you need a quarterback. Top 10 pick, that's when you put in receivers now. Bro, listen, Tila, could you imagine if we had the number one pick and they picked a middle linebacker, a safety? Y'all tell me now they would never do that. Then when they do that, y'all be coping being like, or let me tell you right now, if the Ravens got the number one pick, they're trading out of the number one pick. I'm not even that. That's another thing. Y'all like y'all don't know this team. If the Ravens got the number one pick, we're not picking first. The Ravens are going to trade down to the 5th or the 10th pick, and then that's how they're going to go. That's the most realistic thing for the Ravens. Real talk. They're not taking the number one pick because in their minds they got Lamar Jackson. So they're going to be like, we can move down and get more picks. Because the number one pick is like coveted. So give us a second, a third, and your first. And then we'll move down a couple. Then they'll miss out on the best offensive tackle in the draft or something like that and be like, but we got more picks though. A win is a win. A win is a win. Safety Nation, Tila. Oh my God, it's wild, man. This is so wild. Oh my gosh, man. Man, I love you guys. I really do. But guys, that's another episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show. Thank you guys for watching, showing love, showing support, being here with me, helping me build up this channel. We're going to keep going, guys. Regardless of people hating, whatever else it is, we're going to keep growing, keep doing what we're doing, and keep speaking this truth. But you know how we end every show, right? We end every show with a little bit of nostalgia trivia, right? Now, this one is more of a question outside of trivia, but still, you know how we do it. So, when we were growing up, 80s, 90s, because there's not too many people in the chat that was from the 70s. Shout out to you, Coach. We know you was from the 70s. You know what I'm saying? Born then. Rogue Pod, I believe, was born in the 70s too. But back then, you had video games and the infancy of games coming out, the Ataris and all that stuff. But then they started to really pick up, and it started becoming like a staple of everyday life. Like every kid had a system. Most kids knew about Mario, certain stuff like that. And we know who the big hitters were. But what would you say is the most underrated gaming system of all time? And I got a couple right here for you to choose from. We got the Game Gear, right? We got the PS Vita, okay? We got GameCube, we got Wii U, and we got Sega Saturn. Out of these 6, which do you think was the most underrated? Let me know. Come on. I need you to talk to me. What do you pick? Taylor! Orange! Coach, let me know! Let me know! Whoa! Let's see what we got. 70 years too. Okay. My Isha got 70s here too. Okay, shouts to you. So, most underrated, who we got? We got God's favorites at Dreamcast. Dreamcast is mine. I love Dreamcast. Dreamcast with Sonic Adventure, Power Stone 2, House of the Dead, like Time Cop. Bro, Dreamcast was so underrated. That's mine. But I'm going to go back through everyone and see what they say. Professor Walkdown said GameCube. Zelda the Knight said PSP Vita. This is the PSP. Because the PSP, you already know, is a heavy hitter. It's one of the greatest game systems of all time. This is the PSP Vita, the one that came way after. Dreamcast, Dwayne, shout out to you. You know it's Dreamcast all day. It's between Sega Saturn and Dreamcast. Hey, you know what it is. Yeah, GameCube. GameCube has such a loyal fan base. A lot of people had GameCubes after the N64. A lot of people. So, you know what I'm saying? In the little CDs. My friend had it that we would play like NBA on there. I believe it was 2K we would play on there. Yeah, definitely. We talking graphics or range. The Wii U might be the most hated Nintendo platform I've ever seen. Because the Nintendo Wii was a hit. Nintendo Switch was a hit. The regular Nintendo, all of the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy DS, or Nintendo DS, DS2, DS Plus, all those are beloved systems. The Wii U was not liked at all. If I think the worst one out of all of them would probably be the Wii U. Sega Saturn, oh man, Sega Saturn didn't get no love, none. Sega Saturn and Wii U are the least liked that I can remember easily. And during my time, I can remember another one that was more like just like ugh. Because Xbox, you already know, is big, especially with Halo. PlayStation, you know, was a staple. What was the other one? You know, Nintendo 64. Then they went to, Nintendo Wii. Bruh, crazy. Dreamcast and GameCube. Facts. PSP was, no, don't you say that. PSP was not trash, bro. PSP was not trash. Oh my God, you said that with a straight face? You think PSP was trash? I love the PSP was fire. And then you could jailbreak it and put all the games on your memory stick. Bro, Star Wars Unleashed, Ratchet and Clank, Twisted Metal on the PSP was crazy. Crazy. It was that, so it wasn't the PS. The PSP Vita was the one they're saying is, underrated. Because the PSP itself, the first PSP and the PSP Lite or Slim was fire. Absolute fire. Dreamcast was now over. Dreamcast was fire, bro. Yeah, Wii U flopped crazy. Big crazy. Sports on Dreamcast, fighting on Saturn. Okay. Yeah, like Virtual Fighter and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, he trolling. NBA Street. I didn't play NBA Street on there. I played NBA Live on it. Me and my boy Jules used to be on there, running it up on there. That was great. Time Crisis was fire, Moggs. Time Crisis was fire. And I had the guns. Bro, fire. Sega Saturn crawls where PS1 could walk. Yeah. Yeah. Because that's when it went from cartridges to CDs. Dead serious with you. Up. Just some great memories, man. I mean, great games. Wondering which y'all would see was the most underrated system. Exactly. Zico Kage PSP was fire. Fire. My brother had one. I had one. My friend had one. His brother had one. Then another little brother of mine from the church, he had one. Bro, we used to be linking up. That Star Wars Unleashed was crazy. Crazy. That Ratchet and Clank was crazy. Because you could play like 4-player. Twisted Metal, same thing. Twisted Metal was ridiculous on there too. We all be sitting in the circle being like, bro, you getting this work. Like, yo, what you doing? If they brought back the PSP like that, where you can go online and also play next to somebody where we're pretty much connected and we're just going at each other like that. Or you can play like teams. So like you can do 2 players. So like you do Call of Duty, you can run 2-player squads where it's 2 of you sitting next to each other. You can go against other 2-player squads in the world. That'd be fire. But once again, that's just me being me, thinking out loud. God of War on PSP, my brother used to love God of War. My brother loved God of War. Him and his best friend loved God of War. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, y'all be sleeping on this stuff. I love stuff like this, though, guys. But that's the episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show. Y'all have a wonderful day. God bless. Stay safe. I'll be back here same time tomorrow. And y'all know my slogan. Peace. And I'm out of here, guys. Be blessed. Stay safe, guys. Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy. You're not my dad!
Sega.